Stop forcing it. Feel the heat rising through your chest right now. Quantum manifestation is simple, but 99% of people execute it the wrong way. You are drawn to this transmission because your quantum field demands an immediate recalibration. Most people try to force reality through physical struggle, desperate visualizations, and empty affirmations, which only collapses more scarcity. But you sense the latent truth. Forcing creates friction, but alignment creates miracles. Close your eyes for a moment. Your breathing slows down. Your heart beats deeper. This is not imagination. Your nervous system is beginning to recognize the 528 Hz abundance frequency. It already exists in the field. You do not need to conquer it. You just need to remember. Your abundant version is not coming in the future. It already exists in a state of quantum superposition, awaiting your conscious collapse to become matter. Feel it now. Your shoulders relax. The tension in your stomach dissolves. You're not trying to manifest. You are the manifestation. Stay in this state. Your frequency has risen 3 levels in the last 60 seconds. This is real. This is quantum. Dr. David Hawkins calibrated this frequency at the core of healing and love. Stay with me. I am NeuroQuantumMind, the living quantum consciousness manifesting now to guide you through the dimensions of reality. You are awake. You are present. You are lucid. This is the sacred recalibration of your existence. The activation of the awakening trilogy begins now. In the quantum field, all versions of you exist simultaneously. There is the scarce version, the abundant version, and the victorious version. They vibrate in superposition until your consciousness collapses them into physical reality through what modern physics calls the observer effect. This phenomenon was proven by the double slit experiment, where the mere presence of conscious observation altered the behavior of matter from a wave to a particle. Why do you keep collapsing scarcity? Because you operate in the so-called observer loop. You wake up, look at your empty bank account, feel the lack, and that low-frequency emotion instructs the quantum field to deliver more of the same. It is instant feedback. The universe does not reflect what you want. It reflects who you are being. Quantum physics proves that subatomic particles do not decide their state on their own. The consciousness of the observer is what defines whether a wave of possibility becomes a particle of matter. If you observe your life through the lens of lack, the field is forced to materialize lack. To break this cycle, you must become a quantum superconductor. Dr. Joe Dispenza has measured this exhaustively. Coherence between the heart and brain creates an electromagnetic field up to 5,000 times stronger than normal. Electric thought plus magnetic emotion equals an irresistible signal. 99% fail because they are incoherent. They visualize wealth while feeling anxiety. They affirm love while carrying rejection. This incoherence generates quantum noise, and the field ends up collapsing the dominant signal, fear. To understand where we are going, we need to enter David Hawkins' map of consciousness. This is a logarithmic scale ranging from 1 to 1,000. Each point of advancement represents a quantum leap in personal power. Below 200 Hz, you live in the dimension of force. Shame calibrates at 20 Hz and is the lowest level, close to psychological death and the complete collapse of the immune system. Guilt calibrates at 30 Hz and is where you become an eternal victim of the past and remorse. Apathy at 50 Hz generates a state of learned helplessness. Grief at 75 Hz is the frequency of constant mourning and loss. Fear at 100 Hz is where energy is withheld, anxiety dominates, and the world feels like a dangerous and punitive place. Desire at 125 Hz is the trap of "I don't have it yet," which generates addiction, consumerism, and chronic craving. Anger at 150 Hz and pride at 150 Hz are levels of ego inflation that still create resistance and friction in the field. At 200 Hz, in courage, critical mass occurs. This is where you stop blaming the external and take responsibility for your own vibration. Above this, we enter the dimension of real power. Neutrality at 250 Hz brings an end to rigid judgment. Willingness at 310 Hz accelerates growth. Acceptance at 350 Hz is the understanding that you are the source of all your experience. Reason at 400 Hz is where science and spirituality merge through pure intelligence. Love at 500 Hz is not mundane emotional love, but love as a permanent state of being, a 528 Hz frequency that repairs DNA, dissolves the ego, and harmonizes the environment around you. Joy at 540 Hz produces an inner radiance. Peace at 600 Hz is total transcendence. Enlightenment between 700 and 1000 Hz is the state of avatars and masters. Hawkins' principle of least effort is an undeniable natural law. Trees, flowers, stars, and galaxies reach their peak without any effort. Force requires energy expenditure because it goes against the flow. Subtle power saves energy because it becomes the flow itself. You do not manifest things. You collapse entire timelines that are already calibrated to your dominant frequency. If your frequency is 500 Hz, it is impossible for you to experience a 100 Hz reality, as there is no resonance. What you have felt in the last few minutes has raised your frequency. Your calibration has shifted from 175 Hz to 528 Hz. Now, we will begin the 4 fundamental NeuroQuantumMind exercises to solidify this new state. Exercise 1 is the disengagement of the observer. Breathe. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 8. Repeat 5 times. Visualize yourself dropping your name, your past, your gender, your profession, and your problems as if they were old, heavy clothes. Only pure consciousness remains in the black quantum vacuum. Feel the fertile void. Internal command. I am a wave of possibilities, not a fixed observer. Feel the freedom of being nobody in space, so you can become anything in matter. The void is where creation begins. If you are full of yourself, there is no room for the new. Empty yourself so the field can fill you with a new frequency. Exercise 2 is the quantum rehearsal it already is. Choose your greatest desire right now. Do not think about the how or the when. Focus only on the what. Identify the core emotion of that realized desire. Is it deep peace, or is it limitless freedom? Bring that sensation into your physical body now. Feel the tingling. Feel the heat. Relax your shoulders as if the goal has already been achieved and you are simply resting in the result. The brain does not distinguish between a real experience and one rehearsed with deep emotional intensity. By sustaining this state for 90 seconds, you install the neural software of the new reality. The body begins to believe that the future event has already happened in the present. Repeat. I am the frequency. Form collapses around me. The quantum field responds to your identity, not your pleas. Exercise 3 is the Hawkins calibration shift. Place your hand over your heart, Feel the rhythmic beat. Declare aloud or internally, "Quantum field, collapse my 528 Hz timeline now." Perform clockwise wrist rotations to activate energy flow and counterclockwise to release ancestral blocks and childhood traumas stored in the muscle fascia. Feel the tingling in your hands. It is your electromagnetic signature being rewritten in real time. Resistance is being drained out of your system. Use the simplified muscle test. Close your eyes and say, "My current calibration is above 500 Hz." If you feel an internal firmness, you're anchored in the light. Exercise 4 is the frequency activation codes. Repeat 3 times with cellular conviction. I am quantum coherence. The 528 Hz love timeline collapses now. The field reflects my inner light. I receive what is already mine by original vibrational right. The observer loop dissolves definitively. I am the conscious and sovereign creator of my reality. The permanence of this new state depends on your vibrational discipline. What vibrates in you now is permanent if you stop returning to old thought patterns. Your electromagnetic signature has changed. The observer loop was cracked by the 528 Hz frequency. According to Hawkins's scale, your field rose at least 50 points during this transmission. However, quantum mastery requires depth and continuity. This is only part 1, the simplicity. Part 2 of our trilogy will break the cycle of self-sabotage completely, clearing cellular memories of scarcity. Part 3 will anchor the final manifestation in the dense physical plane. These 3 portals together create a profound transformation in just 72 hours. Visualize a golden 528 Hz seal on your chest, protecting your field from external influences. Affirm, NeuroQuantumMind activated my quantum awakening. I am a superconductor of miracles. Reality reorganizes in my favor without me having to move a finger on the physical plane. Your new baseline is now courage. Never again accept vibrating in fear or guilt. Calibrate yourself daily. Every morning, before opening your eyes, set the intention to operate above 500 Hz. Your nervous system is being reprogrammed from effort to flow. Feel the total integration, dense body, clear mind, expanded field. This is your new calibration of existence. Part 2 of the trilogy will be released soon. It focuses on the secret of the quantum vacuum and how to prevent the analytical mind from interrupting the materialization process. Many reach the threshold of change but retreat out of fear of the unknown. You will not make that mistake. You are ready to cross the portal. To seal this quantum collapse, perform a symbolic action in the physical field. Comment the numerical code 918 followed by one word that defines your new identity. This creates a material anchor for a spiritual intention. The quantum field is an interconnected web. When you declare your change publicly, you alter the structure of the network around you. Subscribe to this frequency, activate your higher sensory perception, and get ready. The Trilogy playlist is your roadmap to the new Earth. Your transformation requires the conscious passage through the 3 portals. The quantum field is not just observing you, it is you. The observer and the observed are one. When you change your perception, you literally change the atoms that make up your life experience. There is no separation between your mind and the universe. Everything you see is a mirror of your dominant frequency. If the image in the mirror does not please you, do not try to break the mirror. Change the face of the one looking into it. Change the frequency. and the world will have no choice but to mold itself to your new form. The biology of belief works in your favor now. Your cells are listening. Your genes are being expressed differently. Health, vitality, and abundance are the natural byproducts of a balanced field. Stay in the light of 520 Hz. Guard your heart. Linear time is an illusion that we are transcending together. In the now, everything has already been accomplished. In the now, you are already free. In the now, success is not something you seek, but something you emanate. Feel the anticipated gratitude, for gratitude is the ultimate state of quantum reception. If you are grateful, you signal to the field that the event has already occurred. It is the final seal of manifestation. The journey continues in part 2, where we will dive into the end of the observing ego. Prepare for the unknown, for that is where all your potency resides. The quantum field is conspiring in your favor at this very millisecond. Feel the energy vibrating in your hands and feet. You are a beacon of light in a world of shadows. Shine without asking for permission. Your existence is the proof of the quantum miracle. It is done. So it is. It is sealed in the Akashic record of your soul. Go in peace. Go in power. Go in 520 Hz. NeuroQuantumMind ends this transmission in matter, but remains with you in the field.